Welcome everybody. Good morning or good evening to the show. How's it going? What's happening? What's up? What's up? Welcome everybody. Welcome back. What a great day. Oh wow. Oh, wait a second. I think I'm using the wrong feed for the stream, or am I not? I'm not even sure. Oh, I do. Okay. I mean, I'm using the right one. So how was everybody's day after the Asia session? I hope everybody had a great time. I see that there was some movement there. Just a second, I'm going to greet you guys. I just forgot to put the pin message in the chat right up there. So let me just pin it up there. The Take Profit Trader promo, you know. MSG UFO, what's up? Hello, good morning. And ID, good morning. Yannick's, welcome. Loving Nature Guy, welcome back. And Dominic is here, good morning. What's up? What's up? And Daryl, hello. Daryl, good to see you back. 5-day green streak. Let's go. No losses in 5. That's amazing, man. Congratulations. Barre, hey, what's up? I had to use what trader post to get my trading view to the trader. Oh, so now my algos is running. Let's go. That's amazing. Well, I wish you all the success with the algo, and keep us updated how it's going, you know. Dave Mack, hello, good morning. After close today, I will be eligible for a pay. Daryl, that's amazing. Let me give you an applause. Good job. Congratulations on the payout. That is amazing. That is amazing. Love to hear that. Amran, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Dun, dun, dun. Hold on, I'm just kind of setting up something on my charts here. Okay. All right. Everything is set up. Marco ZFG, hello. Fisher Trader, good morning. Hello there. Welcome back. How's it going? So how is everybody? I see there was some movement in Asia session, not too much, but at least some levels being swept. I wonder if the price is going to drop now or what's going to happen, you know. Kind of curious about that. Well, yesterday 311, 2 trades, 2 wins. That's actually good. That's great. But no, Pari, that's good. Ahmed, hello, welcome. Let's all start to smash the like, you know, that's the daily routine. If you can do that, thank you, everyone. So let's go over some setups, right? I think it would be great. So I marked up some zones. Only one contract. That is good. That is good. So we have a 3-minute/2 minute zone down there at 913. We have that 25,019 level up there. So I can imagine that we might gonna go higher. You know, take that previous day high, which was an AM session high. I can absolutely imagine that happening. The high on the Micro is 961.75. Potential buy side liquidity there. 961.75, yeah. So we might gonna see that happening. Let's see if it will happen. It's not far, actually. It's not far. I was kind of measuring the distance here earlier. HT Photo, hello, good morning, good morning. Gold just swept previous day high. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, how far can we go on gold, I wonder? Can still go lower. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like NQ might want to sweep that 961 and then, you know, try to go for that 25k level. I mean, that's a really good level up there, in my opinion. Down before going up. Well, I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to look at it from every possible angle. It might look like it wants to sweep that 961. So it failed earlier. What if it wants to go again? You know, it does seem like it. So Mr. Q, that's a good question. It formed a bit of a support here. This fair value gap is holding. And it's not far, like 18 points, 19 points. It can be an easy spike if it wants to do it. But whatever it does, you gotta wait a little bit. RSH, hello, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining the channel. Let's see. So do we have a possible scenario of going higher? That's what we need to know. That's what we need to know first. Hello, yeah, all is well. Thanks for joining us, RSH. Kind of waiting for the market. Just a second. I have somebody at the door. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. What's up? What's up? What is going on? What is going on? So are we gonna go for this buy side or not? That's the big question. I would say, right? So yeah, we can still go for 961 or just gonna wait here. Sudip Sharma, hello, doing great, thank you. Welcome back, good to see you. I need to get some more tea, by the way, just a second. I need to get tea. I'll be right back. All right. I'm here. What's happening? What's happening? Smoke saw the buttons look like this. Oh my gosh. Feels higher on NQ, not sure what ES is reaching for. Yeah, NQ feels it's gonna go higher. So let me just show you what I think about the 5 minute here. So we have this level at 25,019. Yesterday I was kind of aiming for that level. So today in this scenario, I might gonna wait if the price makes a new high here above this buy side liquidity, which is yesterday's AM session high, New York AM session high. If we can close above this 961, I might gonna be aiming for that 25,019. Like yesterday, I was kind of hoping that we reach that. So I had a stop loss on during the MyFunded TV stream. So I got stopped out somewhere here because I wanted to go long. I really wanted to see that level being taken out. So I got stopped out. Now I'm not saying that now we're gonna go there, but if I would see some up close candles above this level, then maybe I will give it a shot. So I'm gonna wait for that. So the Sharma, I'm looking to scalp reversal from 1 AM candle. From the 1 AM candle. From around here. That could also work. Now, one thing here, which could be also interesting. Autocorrection keyboard. Smoke. I'm not really understanding what you're trying to say, but if you're using autocorrection keyboard, it could come up with some crazy words. So, all right. Once we close, what's the distance here? We can have a good scalp here to that 3 minute slash, actually that's a 2/3 minute zone. Now the 2 minute, it's actually at 9:15. Actually at 9:15, okay, let's make it 9:16 then. So let's keep an eye on it and let's wait for the better entry. We are having 145 viewers and 28 likes. can we get to at least 50 or 70-ish area with the likes, everybody? Can we do that? Let's do it, everyone. Let's do it. We need to do it. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Buys above, waiting for a buy above that level. Buy above here. Well, okay. Let's make some money. Yeah, let's make some money. Buy above here, and so far that's it. Let's wait. And as long as we are in this area and it's not really going to move, then who knows? We have this 3 minute slash 2 minute fair value gap here. This is kind of acting as possible support. So we'll see. You were up 500 plus, then gave it back. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I wish I could say that it never happened to anyone, but unfortunately it happens. Kind of happens. We are at 40 likes already. Let's go. On the way to 70. Let's push it, everyone. Son of Wall Street, happy Friday to you too. Hello. CSDT, hello, good morning. Good morning. Scott Watterson, good morning. I wish the same to everyone as well. Chizard, I'm in Hungary, center of Europe, Hungarian, you know. Almost the, well, almost the center of Europe, but in Hungary. TGIF, oh yeah. Is it a TGIF day? I guess it could be. Or we should be seeing a push higher, right? Oh, your grandma was Polish. Oh, nice. Nice. Polish people are also super great. Poland is amazing. I thought it was Thursday until you said it was. Yeah, it kind of feels like it's sometime, especially in London session. I still feels like it's Thursday. It's like a never-ending story since yesterday. I met a Hungarian girl on the cruise years ago. She spoke, wow, Spanish. She said Mexican soap operas were great. They were as well. Mexico #1. They are still somewhat popular, but like I would say about 20-25 years ago, everybody was watching Mexican soap operas all around the place, you know. Mexican, Venezuelan soap operas, Mexican soap operas. They were so popular. For example, I know she's not Mexican. She's a Venezuelan actress, Gabriela Spanik. She was also super popular here in Hungary. And, you know, all the usual series back then. Requires expansion week. We are consolidating. Oh yeah. That's thank you for reminding me. So that yeah, Poland doesn't put up with the refresh. yeah. How do you say hi and good day in your language? Well, if you just want to say hi, you say see ya. If you say hi, you just say see ya. That's it. See ya. If you want to say good day, well, you say jó napot. Jó napot. That's good day. Jó napot. But if you just want to say hey, hi, you say see ya. Well, it's like you would say see ya, you know. You just gotta be real quick. Like when you say, you know, in English, like see ya, you know, something like that. But you don't really expand the E. You just say see ya. Not see ya, but see ya. That means hi. Yeah, just don't say, yeah, you gotta say it fast. Don't really say too much E. Just like with one less E, like see ya. That is the closest you can get to say hi in Hungarian. Let's see ya. See ya. Oh, yeah. There you go, Dominic. CYA, see ya. Almost like that. Mari Sebi, see ya. Hello. Are you Hungarian? You're magyar vagy, ugye, gondolom? I love to see more and more Hungarians in the stream too. That's great. That's how we say bye. See ya. Oh, yeah. You say bye for see ya in Hungarian. That's basically a greeting. Like, well, you can also say bye as see ya. You know, it depends on the context of the, you know, conversation. Because sometimes you also say goodbye saying see ya. You can also say twice after each other, like see ya, see ya. Language lessons this morning. HT photo, sziasztok. Yeah, if you say sziasztok, like HT photo is typing it there, that's actually like come on, how do they say it in English? That is the plural. The plural expression of hi. If you're saying it for multiple people, multiple person, then it's sziasztok. Like, hey guys, something like that. Yeah. How do you say let's make this green? Ooh, well, there's not a perfect translation. I mean, I can obviously say it, but it sounds a little bit weird in Hungarian if you say it like let's make this green. But the best I can come up with, like, legyünk zöldek, or legyünk zöldek, or let's, or I just said it in English, tegyük zöldé. It's not really, it sounds a little bit weird in Hungarian. It sounds weird. Trust me, it sounds weird. Legyünk zöldek. Yeah. I think that's the closest. All right, so what the heck is NQ doing? Let me know. not really doing anything as far as I can tell. As I said, I wouldn't be surprised on a drop lower. We have that 2 minute. I'm just gonna put this here. So on the I don't even know why I'm on the 2 minute here. Hold on. Opening is 14.75. Okay, 14.75. So we have a 2 minute and the 3 minute zone there. So far, this is acting as possible support. Waiting for the rock pool. Yeah, it could happen. Could happen. I can actually see it happening any moment. Everybody wants to, including myself, everybody wants to see it move higher. And they're just going to do the rock pull. And it's just going to drop. Gabor, good morning. The market, they are definitely watching. I'm sure about that. I'm 100% sure. It's not even a question anymore. We are at 55 likes. Let's go. 157 viewers. Amazing. So can we get to 80 likes? That is all we need. 80 likes. Okay, this one is slowly moving higher a little bit here, but still not much is happening. Random pop. Yeah. Yeah, the problem right now is that we're still like, what's the range? Like 14 points. Oh my God, it's so bad. After 2 a.m. Oh my God, the range is terrible. It's just very bad. Okay, we're seeing a possible drop here. I just went down to the 1 minute. See what's going on. Distance here is 28 points. Exactly, effing market. Yesterday my TP hit, I set 100 points. TP turned back to 0 from 95. Oh no. If I close the 90 point before the TP hit 10 point, the market and waiting 3-4 points only goes down 100. Oh yeah, it was, by the way, it was very tricky yesterday as well. It was absolutely insane. So it was making some dirty moves. 59 likes. Let's get to 80. 21 more. Let's do it. 21 more likes to go. I'm waiting for 7 point. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a long trade. Corb, hello. Good to see you, Corb. Leslie Hill Tunen, hello, good morning. I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Sly Fox, I'm not muted. Short now, guys. All right, be careful with the short. I do feel like that this level is kind of weak. So let's hope. I pay after night fees. Oh, I see that. I got ragdolled around this Asia. Well, the Asia session was the... Actually, I haven't even set up the Asia lows here. Alex ST YouTube or YT, hello. Thank you for joining. Thanks for joining the channel and the stream. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So we have an Asia low is way down there. Gotta look at some higher time frames here. What's happening on the 1 hour? I mean, we still have a fair value gap up there. And we are practically inside of this doji candle on the 1 hour. Can you believe that? Wow, look at that. Fair value gap lower. I can actually imagine that if we go lower to reprice, this fair value gap is going to tag the zone and then it's going to go back up there. Don't long think again. Yeah. They said they're coming tonight, 8:30. Yeah. So may not get much of a government of a movement. Yeah. Yeah, let's see about the news. Yeah, we have French, German, European, okay, pound. We have some numbers here. We have some PMI numbers. Yeah, and PCE number at 8:30, and we have some PMI numbers in the European session. So I don't know. We have German flush manufacturing PMI numbers. Could be interesting at 9:30. Okay, look at that. What could this mean? Could this mean that we're gonna go lower? I'm not sure. I don't know. Not sure. Even if it wants to go lower, 916.75. There's a gap there. 916.75 down there. But we still have quite a bit of time. What the F is Apex running out of money again? I know they're sending out these emails again. I don't know what the heck. Sweep up lows and then go higher. Could be. I think Apex sent an email overnight about this thing. Let's see. Well, just the usual, you know, that profitable traders are being monitored to put to live account. your payouts are denied, and it says account investigation. What the hell? I actually dedicated, by the way, I have an account that I dedicated for heavy position sizing. And I'm quite curious, how far can I get with a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio? It's all about how people are using the loophole of May rule violation and getting rejected and trading 8 clean days. I heard about that. Exactly. I heard about that they're trying to exploit the system, and the second loophole, they're just trying to get the money from the first cycle, which I somehow I understand, because it's a demo account and it's a loophole in the system. But they should have thought about it earlier, I guess, right? So we back into this area. Kwong, good morning. Brian will be 100% banned. The email was about him. They implemented a new system in December, apparently, so now they will make it right. And they started yesterday with Brian. Who is Brian? I don't know who Brian is. Is he a trader, influencer, somebody? Other account, it was 9th payout and second was 3rd. But accounts with violations are interesting. Huh. The MA is tight, and I have got like 5 MA violations now because of the trade weight problems. Well, they should address those problems. I mean, at least they should acknowledge that if there's a trade weight issue. Oh, Brian Stonk. Oh, I know him. Who made 1 million with silver last month, bragging. He didn't say about all the PAs he blew and MAA he broke. I heard. I think I heard something about that. Like, he was bragging with 1 million, but he spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars on accounts, and he blew through quite a few accounts until finally he got there. 69 MA violations in 5 days. Okay. So that's an interesting conversation piece there. Like, I get it, because it's still money, right? So he still made money, but let's just face the reality, guys. And it's not again Brian Stonk, okay? It's not against him, because he just tried to use the system, exploit the system as it is. Okay, the reality check is that an average trader with an average budget of trading prop firms is not going to be able to do that, okay? Even myself, at this point, I can't imagine I would be able to do that, okay? So that's the reality check. I mean, good for him. Awesome, great job. But that scenario could not be more far from the average prop firm trader. Okay, that scenario is something absolutely one of a kind and unique scenario. But again, good for him. Ollie, Smoky Trader, or Smoky the Sucker. Sorry. Yeah, kind of a strange price action. I'm still waiting for London. Yeah, he's using Discord payment to risk-free to use the system. So you mean that's the interesting. By the way, I want to talk about this maybe in a different session, but let's just get into this for a few minutes. All right, I might not be able to read everybody's comment, but let's just get into this. I kept reading on X that, oh, it's easy for you because, you know, you have a Discord membership, you have affiliate money, you have this and that, you have this kind of income, YouTube pays you, you're selling this, you're selling that. It's easy for you to just sit there and use that income and to just, you know, pour it into evaluation accounts and just exploit the system. You know, you have an income from those Discord subscribers, you have an income from affiliate money, and you're just pushing that money into the accounts, and you're just, you know, you're exploiting the system. It's easy for you, right? So that's the theory, right? Okay, so easy for you to spend a big amount of money if you make money on the other income. So it's basically about you're making money on other income streams rather than trading, and you're using that money to buy way more evaluation accounts than an average trader does, right? Who just spends some money here and there to buy some evaluation accounts. So that's the thing, right? Because I'm not going to say names who wrote this, but I was reading some comments about this thing, like, oh, it's easy, you know, because you're just doing this and that. Okay, that's interesting. By the way, oh, I am in a position, I totally forgot to talk about this while I was reading. So I get it, by the way. I completely get it. Easier, more chances to gamble with higher risk. Exactly. Thank you, MSG UFO. So it's easier because you can gamble more by using that income that you get for Discord subscribers and or affiliate money or selling digital products and or using your YouTube revenue stream or whatever kind of online income you have, because you're just sitting there and it's easy to push that money into evaluation accounts and just exploit the system, right? So technically that would be the thing. I think that's the thing. So you know what? I understand the frustration. Okay, this is one part of the argument. And I want to make it clear that this is one part of the argument. And I will be biased, by the way. I'm already saying that some of you guys might going to hate me. This is one part of the argument. Let's assume that let's assume that there's a trader. There's a trader who, like, let's assume that there's a trader who also is on social media, and that trader, this is just a fictional character, and that trader runs a business, but like not an online business, but that trader who is also on social media is not selling anything, no affiliate money, no Discord, no courses, no nothing. But that trader has like, I don't know, has like a brick and mortar business. Okay. So that trader runs a brick and mortar business. Let's assume that that trader is a successful entrepreneur and owns a brick and mortar business, which is producing or providing a quite good income for that person, right? A very good income. Okay, it could be anything. You can imagine whatever you want. Runs a restaurant, car dealership, whatever, I don't care, whatever. But he runs a very good brick and mortar business. Let's just say like good. What if that person is using the money from his or her brick and mortar business, because he or she is running a real good business, to buy more evaluation accounts, and by pure luck or chance or whatever, he's getting lucky and getting bigger and bigger payouts from prop firm trading. Now, what would you say to that trader? Would you say to that trader, oh, it's easy for you because you have a business. Try to be a trader solely from one single account without no other income. Would that trader would fall under the same category as the trader who is using their Discord money, affiliate money, course money, YouTube revenue for spending it on evaluation accounts? Would there be the same exact type of person? If I would be running only a brick and mortar business, but it runs well, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the money out from my brick and mortar business and I'm gonna pour it into evaluation accounts as much as I can, as much as I can afford. I'm just gonna push the money into my evaluation accounts and try to exploit the system as much as possible. Would that trader would fall under the same judgment as the trader who is selling some digital product? At this point, the digital product could be evaluation accounts as an affiliate. It could be a course. It could be a Discord membership. Because if that person falls under the same umbrella, then, and you say, oh, he's also exploiting the system, easy for him because he's an entrepreneur. It's easy for him because he's running a business. It's easy because he has money, you know. He can put that money in. It's easy, you know. So this kind of brings us to more questions, more and more questions. This is raising more questions like, okay, then what is the what are we really talking about here? So so is it a bad thing? My question is for everybody. If you're running a business, let it be digital marketing, a brick and mortar business, whatever is that you do as a whole, because trading is just a part income. Is it a really bad thing that you're using your other income to invest as a cost of business into buying more and more evaluation accounts to squeeze out more money from the prop firms? You know, is it a bad thing? Is it cheating? Is it something that is deserved because that person built up some other income? Or is it a scam? Is it a scam? Is that person a scam? Is it something that is unfair to everybody else because that person can allow himself to buy more accounts? So I think this is a very, very controversial topic. And this is something that actually can raise a lot of hate and a lot of, you know, I don't know. But anyway, let me just scroll through the chat because I keep seeing that the chat is moving, and I see some people might have quite an opinion here. But anyway, let's go through. I'll be very quick. I might not gonna be able to read everything. Is it okay? I think the people just gonna say, so but Discord, but people say about the Discord. Yeah, Slim Trade, yeah. It's really more about consistency and able to pull big money out from big profit and stuff that I've that. Yeah. So interesting place. So trading is meant to be equal. Okay, that's an interesting. Thank you, Corpse, for saying trading is meant to be equal. Corpse saying it's meant to be equal. Since he can't switch that every week, okay. Tom is right. Trading is to be treated like a business. That's also an interesting comment there. But at the same time, 20-40K consistency consistently on live is not the same as Brian taking one. Exactly. That's also very interesting, Kwang. That's also very interesting. Apex will not be considered. Oh, that's for the yeah. Okay, land to Brian completely. All the trash they get into ridiculous. Those guys are so hardworking, transparent. Running a business is not wrong, but at least only show profit on a live is actually sounds like money laundering. I like that too. Yeah, that sounds like money laundering. But what? But that wouldn't give as much Discord membership. Frankly, I don't care about somebody else's business. I carry my own cross. There you go. It's not controversial. Read what I answered. Yeah. Yeah, let's just a second. They're talking shit about something. I need to take a partial profit on this trade, I feel like. I took partial. All right, I took partial on this one, so it's a free trade now. The case in the points trader and influence just need to be honest about amount spent. That's it, Ashok Kumar. I like it too. They need to be exactly. It's about being honest and transparent. Okay, so I think that's, in my opinion, and you guys can argue, I think that is where, that's the silver lining there. What Ashok Kumar said, I think you need to be honest. You need to be transparent and honest about this. So if you go out and brag about that, hey, I made $1 million. Wow, I'm so cool, you know. Awesome. How did you get there? How much money you spend? How many times you used up your, how many accounts you blown up? What was your biggest drawdown? How much money you've spent until you got that $1 million payout on that same cycle? Not since your beginning of your career as a trader, but in that cycle. Actually, I'm going to take another portion of this because I feel it's going to pump higher. All right, I took off another one. Hold on. All right, I took off another one because I think it's gonna pump. So anyway, I think the key is being transparent, and the magic word is honesty. Honesty and being humble. Okay? Being honest and humble. If you are bragging with $1 million of payout or $2 million of payout, be honest and humble towards the trading community. That is my, and this is where I might gonna get some hate or whatever. Like, tell the story. How much money you've spent in that cycle for that $1 million to get the payout? How much was your drawdown? How many rule violations you made until you got there? How were you able to spend that much money? It's not a bad thing to, if you're putting yourself out in the social media and brag about this. I think the least that your followers or fans can expect from you is to at least tell them, like, how were you able to afford to get $1 million or $2 million of payout from a prop firm? Then at least tell them, how did you do it? I did it because I have multiple streams of income. I'm running a brick and mortar business. I'm doing this and that, whatever. I had $300,000 in the bank or on my credit card or on my debit card, whatever. And I used that $300,000 to buy a bunch of evaluation accounts, and I paid a bunch of activation fees. And in a span of 3 months or 6 months, I was able to spend that $300,000 as a cost of business to squeeze out $1 million in payout from Apex Trader. For example, I'm just using Apex as an example, okay? Why don't you say that? You know, and then, you know, I think that's the silver lining in this. You know, that would be the silver lining in the whole situation. Like, you were honest. You said, okay, I made this and this amount of money, and I spent this and this amount of money to get there. But just putting out like, hey, I made $1 million. See you guys next time, you know. Okay, all right. But how did you do it? Can you please elaborate, like, how more details, please? How did you make it? How did you get that $1 million? Please tell us the way, step by step at least, or some, anyway, you know what I mean. Chizard, with all my respect to you, Chizard, affiliates don't, at least I'm not getting free accounts. I'm not getting free accounts from Apex or Take Profit, you name it. I'm not getting free accounts. I'm paying for my accounts. Even when I got an account from Take Profit Trader, by the way, I already have 250K account credits because we reached the goal, and I'm going to give away those accounts next week. So I got 2 free accounts from Take Profit Trader because of the affiliate sales, because you guys are supporting the channel, which I'm deeply grateful for. The accounts that I get from Take Profit Trader as an affiliate, I gave it away last month too, and I already got 250K accounts. I'm going to give it away this month too. So I got Lucid Trading accounts as an affiliate, a code for the 50K flex. I gave it away last month. I'm going to give away one at the end of the month now as well. The same happened with TRADEIFY. I got it, but I haven't used it. And oh yeah, now I have to prove it. Like, prove it. I know, prove it. Well, I gave away a couple of accounts, but I always pay for my accounts. I can show you receipts, or I can show you debit card history. For next time, I will try to pull up my bank account statement. I try to cover out my personal details, and you will see I'm spending at Bulenox, Apex, Take Profit Trader. I'm paying real actual money for all these accounts. Brian moved to Puerto Rico to save money on tax. He spent over 100K in a month. Oh, I see. Trading is meant to be equal opportunity, not equal results. Using the resources you have is risking, and using the opportunities you have available, nothing more. Okay, Ludafish, I like that. Let me say something, please. Ludafish, do not take it as it's not for this is what I'm gonna say. It's not for you, it's for everyone. Trading meant to be equal. If somebody has, forget about prop firms, okay? Forget about the prop firm trading. If somebody only have like $2,000 to trade at the futures market, for example, okay? You can open an account at, I don't know, TradeAway or M Futures. You can open up an account with $2,000 because that's all the extra money that you can spare for trading on your personal account. What if there's a different person who comes from a better wealth, and that person can afford to deposit $100,000 to his or her futures trading account? Where is the equal chance in that? Why is that I can only buy a 2009 BMW for $6,500 and my neighbor could afford to buy the brand new BMW M8? Why is that? You know? So we can go all the way from trading to life. Like, we are speaking of equal chances in trading, but you know, if I have income from any other business or heritage or whatever, because my mom gave me $100,000, like, okay, Tom, yeah, here you go, $100,000, spend it wherever you want to spend it, it's yours. Actually, your father gave it to me, but I'm gonna give it to you. Spend $100,000. You can buy a car or whatever you want. And I'm like, thank you, Mom. I'm gonna buy a bunch of evaluation accounts, and maybe I will try to squeeze some money from prop firms. That's not equal as well, right? So that's not equal. But again, I want to buy nicer things in the shop. I want to buy nicer clothes. I want to go and travel around the world, but I can't do it. Why other people can do it and I can't? Because I don't have the money for it. So I think in trading we see the same kind of things. These people in social media were able to do it because they spent a ridiculous amount of money into evaluation accounts, exploiting the system I'm not saying it is a bad way. They did everything by the rules according at that moment. So not today, but at that moment of time, they did everything that they could to squeeze money from the prop firm. You know, if we're talking about being equal in trading or in prop firms, then everybody should be able to buy one single evaluation account per month. Let that sink in. All right, I'm gonna wait 2 minutes, 2 seconds. You're only able to buy one single evaluation account per month. Is that equal? I don't know. Or your regulated futures brokerage is going to tell everybody, like, I don't care if you have $100,000. This other guy, he only has $2,000. I'm sorry, I can't let you deposit $100,000. Everybody can only deposit $3,000. So that's your equal treatment. I think we dived into a very interesting topic. I got carried away, and I'm sure I'm not going to be able to read all the comments here, so I apologize. I see a lot of comments, and some of you guys might going to hate me for the things I just said. It's not against anyone, guys. It's not against anyone. I'm actually just talking out loud. This is not, please understand everyone, this is not against anyone, but I was actually thinking about these questions many times. Like, how is that person is able to collect $1 million? And how am I still struggling to get a 10K month, you know? Because life is not equal. Because people in Africa are starving, and I'm still crying that I only have a 2009 BMW. You know, that's the problem, I think. So we can backtrack this all the way to religion, to the world, bad people, good people, what is equal, what is not. We can talk about philosophy and everything, morals and guidelines and rules and regulations and whatever. What I'm just trying to say about these guys who took these $1 million payouts, and because of this, in this example, Apex, we're using like Apex. Apex was the, well, what's the better word? I'm gonna have to use Google Translate because I lost it. Apex was the victim. Okay, I know Apex is not a victim, but for the example, Apex was one of the victims, and they saw that, oh my gosh, these guys are actually spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think we have to do something about this, because they were bleeding out from one of their pockets, and they started to see the same thing happening, you know, escalating. Like, okay, let's do something. I'm not protecting Apex. All right, I know you're gonna say that. I'm just saying that this was somewhere along the way, it was partially inevitable. That's why some prop firms also have payout caps. That's why some prop firms move you to a live account as soon as possible. And you know what? If a prop firm has a payout cap, that is actually, I think it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Oh my gosh. I know how much hate I'm gonna get for this. I know. So much hate I'm gonna get for this. $150 today. Let's go. PS Sinister. Let's go. Let's go. Lento spent over. Let me see what's happening. Okay. Lento spent over 300k with TPT to make 1.5. He didn't want to show proofs after someone offered 50k for him to show. Spent, and if it's lower, I see. I'm around 10k invested, profits about 4k. Hey, that's the journey, you know. PSI Apex is also making user $1 million payouts. That's also true. That's a good advertisement for them. We had the London Open, by the way, nothing happened. Is it true that they can write the that you can write the accounts and how many you bought and spent the accounts? Yes, in my country I can use the money I spend on the accounts as tax deduction. I'm self-employed here in my country. I can use it as tax deduction. So I keep a tab on how much I've spent every year. Spend 500k to make 1 million. You know, that's a good risk to reward, I think, and that's good money. that's doubling. So I mean that you wouldn't use that for your online business. That this is a business that playing for your journey. Those guys just dropping this thing, but much better. Not particularly saying that, Slim, but it just makes me wonder how many ways to do this. You know, I was just trying to think out loud, and this is why I was asking as a question, like, what is the good thing here? What is the path that someone needs to go through, or what is the path? Like, we're talking about now people who are in social media, right? What should be less misleading? What are the things that are misleading? How can things become less misleading? Like, I think it's only possible through honesty. Good morning, Mika. Goran, hello. Are you going to get a Therian account? I have to get a Therian account. I think I'm gonna lose by the end of the month. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I am way behind. Guys, I'm not gonna be able to go through all the chat. Brian got FOMO after missing out Friday drop in silver. Affiliates get those accounts for free. I don't get those accounts for free, Chizard. I don't know how to prove it, but I will bring up a bank account statement and I will prove it to you. I'm not paying for my accounts. You know. Oh yeah, I answered for that. Okay. Good morning, K-Bell. Hello. Lucid accounts. Thank you so much, Jake. Jake, thank you for the support. Stock market is the bankster casino. There you go. PSI wants to support his family. That's, yeah, everybody has a noble cause for doing it. The only issue I've influenced is not saying how much. Exactly, K-Bell. Exactly. I need to work on that too, because talking about it is different. I think I need to do more by just saying I think I need to share some expenditures, but then I need to cover some of my receipts that, I mean, cover the personal info, address and everything from the receipts, but I don't know how could I do it properly to prove how much I'm spending on. I will find a way. How do you find the demand zone? Sorry, I'm new. So, Alex, there is a video on my channel. Go to the videos and it says supply and demand, but not the way you think, something like that. I put it up like 2 months ago or something. You will find it. I explain everything there. Alex, LXSTYT6224. I'm sorry, but you will find that video. I put a video there. It's like 30 minutes or 35. Not the best edit, but you'll understand. It's about being honest with the journey. Exactly. Trading is not equal in the real world, so expect profit. Exactly. Exactly. So Kwang, imagine bragging about how I made $100 million. Okay, how much you spent? Okay, and how were you able to spend 25 million? It's the same, you know. I made $1 million payout from Apex or Take Profit Trader, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, how much you spent in that cycle when you run it up to $1 million? How much you spent in that cycle? Oh, I spent $300,000. Cool. Okay, so that's immediately, you know, stops the misbelief. Okay, awesome. Then you might ask, okay, can you please tell us how you made that 300K? Yeah, sure. I made it through my Discord membership. I made it through my affiliate money. Oh, okay. But what if that trader is going to say, oh, I have a brick and mortar business. For example, I have a restaurant and it's running real good or whatever, and it's providing a lot of money. So I pulled out some money from my brick and mortar business and I invested it to prop firm trading. What would you say to that person? Like, oh, you're an idiot. You're using your money from your restaurant or whatever brick and mortar business to push it into Eval. That's actually trying to be an entrepreneur in a certain way. Cost of business, you know. But anyway, that's a different story. And we're gonna go down into this rabbit hole like we're never gonna come back if I go down into that topic. So yeah. So if a prop firm makes changes, who can get to a live account, who cannot? I mean, you know, that's the reality in this game of life. Yeah, you got to understand, guys. I know that my example is not going to be the same example as those bigger gurus out there or like whatever. I was having a good job in 2021. Sorry, not 21. In 23 and 22, I went back to work at the insurance company that I was having real good connections at. I was, even to Hungarian standards, I was having a really good salary, and I was ready to invest, for me, quite a big portion of my salary into evaluation accounts in 2022, 2023. And I've spent a lot of money from my salary to buy more and more challenge accounts. Back in the days, I was buying FTMO accounts and then top step accounts, and I spent a lot. And I was a contractor for that insurance company, but I was making good money with them. And I spent, I would say 30-40% of my commission, because I was working on a commission-based salary, you know, because I was a contractor. I was visiting corporate clients. Anyway, I was making really good commissions with that insurance company. They promoted me to corporate manager, and anyway, I was wearing a tie and a suit, and I was quite literally driving around the country and making businesses with corporations, and I was managing upper class clients with corporations. I was getting a real good commission in my country. 30-40% that the commission I made, and I was also streaming by 2022, by the way, but I made my own time, you know, because I was a contractor. So by that time, I've spent 30-40% of my commission from that business, because as a contractor, I was a businessman for that insurance company. I spent 30-40% of my commission from my insurance contractor business to buy FTMO challenge accounts, evaluation accounts. Obviously, I was not profitable at all, but I spent that money to buy more and more accounts and more, until finally in 2023, I was able to get payout from TopStep. So practically, I did the same thing. I was running another business, and I was using that money to buy evaluation accounts and challenge accounts. Then in 24, I started to make affiliate money. With the help of you guys and everybody still who is supporting the channel. I am extremely grateful for it. And I had to make a decision in 24, like, okay, I can still keep visiting clients for my insurance company, or I can put more energy here on YouTube for ad revenue, for the affiliate money as well, relying on the support of the community, and still going to use part of that money to buy more evaluation accounts. Okay. But if the affiliate money would go away, yes, it would be rather difficult again. And quite likely I might have to go back to work in a similar job, try to look for a contractor job or something else to have time for trading. But I would still use the same money. Like I would try to, you know, transfer money to evaluation accounts, just like what I do. From affiliate money, I use part of that money to buy evaluation accounts. So anyway, I'm sorry, I get carried away. So hate me for it. There's nothing to trade on NQ anyway. We reached the supply zone, demand zone down here. We reached it. The only thing I'm kind of looking for is if we go higher. By the way, just one more add-on to this affiliate thing. If I'm getting a code from any of these prop firms, I'm gonna give it away. I already have 2 accounts, 2 50K accounts. I promise you guys, I'm gonna give away the 2 50K Take Profit Trader accounts next week. I swear. Next week I'm gonna give it away. Today is gonna be such a rush. Windvin, hello, thank you for subscribing. So that would be a rush right now on Friday, but I will prepare it. I will give it away. I'm gonna get my funded future accounts, not for myself, for you guys. I'm gonna give it away. And like, I don't know, I didn't do that much because I'm not Patrick Wieland or whatever, but whenever I had an extra $100 or $200, I tried to do a cash giveaway. $50, $100, $70, $80, because I respect the community and I respect you guys. I'm not reading the chat, by the way. There's so many comments in the chat I'm unable to go through. I'm respecting the community so much. I'm feeling so blessed by the support of you guys who are spending your time here ever since 2022. I mean, the OG viewers as well, but the new ones as well. So that's the bare minimum, and I hope I can do more. You know, as we're getting bigger, better, I hope I can do more. But you know, this prop firm affiliate business and being a trader, influencer of a prop firm, you know, I think, again, Ashu Kumar said it, like, the key is honesty. Being honest. Just say it out. You know, you don't have to Photoshop anything, because, you know, you can Photoshop some some numbers and just put it out there without telling the whole context, like, oh yeah, but I spent this amount of money this week or this month for, you know, and whatever. Have to be honest in this business. Anyway, I'm gonna try to scroll through the chat. I know I'm not gonna be able to answer all the questions, so if you have a real important question, make sure to ask it again, or type it again, because I know I can't read everything. Let's talk trading. I'm not bitching about fools. I'm definitely not calling anyone a fool. Just saying that, MSGF, with all my respect, I'm not calling anyone a fool. I'm not bitching about anyone. I'm just saying that I would like to have more, I like to see more honesty in the prop firm trading space between influencers. More transparency, more honesty would be an amazing thing, just to, you know, because what you see in social media, like, oh, try to challenge me because I made this amount of money. If you're the best, prove it, you know. But it's not just one person, everybody, like not everybody, but I see quite a few people doing it. Oh, I did this, I did that. Okay, try to get me, whatever. Or I'm better than you. Who is better than me? Whatever. Is it really important at this point? I'm just asking, real friendly, with all my respect. Is it really important who is the better trader? Or is it more important if you can support your family, provide to your family or spouse, your kids, your parents, whatever, if you can pay your bills? Which one is important, to be a better trader than XYZ, or reach your own success and provide for yourself and family? You know, just to be on your own journey. Which one is more important? Because I don't want to get into a drama. That's why I'm not going to comment to anyone in social media. I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to bitch on anyone like, oh, he's an idiot, well, whatever. No, I'm not. I never did that. I never will. Maybe I did it once, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay in my little circle here in my lane, and I'll do what I can. But that drama is not for me. I don't want to take part of that, you know. Don't you get free accounts? No, I'm not getting free accounts. I'm not getting free accounts. Yeah. All right. I had to scroll through the chat because I just couldn't read everything. I read Daniel. I blow my MyFunded account yesterday. Oh no, Daniel, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Yo, I walked away when I was down 500. I found this. Daniel, I'm sorry to hear that, but you know what to do. You gotta start over and do it again. Trading Star, hello. I blew my third of my account. Darkness, I'm so sorry to hear that. Do it again. W promo code. I took a short earlier. So I'm sorry, guys. I just couldn't go through all the comments. I just scrolled to the end of the chat. So now I'm reading. Okay, now I'm reading at the end of the chat. I couldn't go through. Got my third account funded today. Let's go, Eric. Congratulations. So I took a short, I don't even know, somewhere from around here. How much I made. Let's see. This is a brand new Apex account, by the way. This is my 107th PA account, brand new 50K account, brand new. I made $429. I have 107. I mean, I'm over the 107th PA account with Apex since 2023. I blew my sim funded on one session, 600 away from. Oh no. Let's see gold. Oops, let me get this up. Let's see gold. Okay, yeah, so there's a zone here, by the way. Gold could be going higher. I'm trying to look for a demand zone as well on any of these time frames down there, if there's a reason for the market to drop, but I don't see any reason. So for gold, I would stay a little bit more bullish. if it tries to break this zone. I'm not taking a trade on this, but it might gonna go higher. Still going lower. There's the 5-minute demand zone lower, and we have Asia low at 877. I got also my brand new eval with MyFundedFutures with number 90. Congratulations for the lucky number 90. Do you have a guide you can share? I want to learn as much as I can in the little free time I'm working. Oh, Darkness, I don't really have a guide. I have, I mean, I'm working on a free video as well, where I explain how I trade. I'm actually almost finished up with it. Maybe I'm gonna ask Trading Start to help me finishing with it, because I am so bad in editing and so slow that I will put it out free for the YouTube. I'm also working on content for a membership. You guys might gonna hate me for it, but as I said, for me being here online every day, I stream overall 5 to 6 hours every single day, including being a co-host at MyFunded TV. So this whole thing for me is like a huge business. Trading payout is one part of income, and I never made a secret about this, and that's quite obvious. So I'm trying to stand on multiple legs here, and I'm working on something. It's gonna be fairly cheap, won't cost more than a fairly cheap evaluation account on a digital thing. Most likely, it's not gonna be a course, but something like that. It's gonna help you guys. And so I'm working on other content as well, but more updates on that for later. But the tilt behavior, it's very bad, Daniel. I know how the tilt is. The problem, you know, about the tilt and the cause of the whole situation is that we cannot accept the loss. I'm not trading the German 40. I'm sorry, Boras. I'm sorry, I'm not trading the German index. So the problem is we're not able to accept the loss. So we can reverse engineer it multiple ways, but you know. Hey, thank you so much for the kind words, Darkness. Thank you, thank you. You made 60 euros. Let's go. I take 60 euros any day. Any day. Yeah, Corb, I think on MyFundedFutures, like we can go on a 50K account, you can go with 2 micros. I mean, 2 micros isn't that bad. Like if gold starts to move, that's not that bad. Not that bad. We are having 100 likes, by the way. 101. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. Yesterday, Sam, okay for the moment. Yeah, exactly. Seeing red makes you feel exactly, because it's not just about the profit or the loss. It's about you feel like you are wrong. It's about your confidence, because you're gonna feel like, oh, I'm wrong again. And you feel like maybe you're not saying it, but your subconscious might be saying like that maybe you're a bad person or you're doing something bad because you're wrong. Not true, you know. And it's just, you know, but it's a totally natural human reaction. For some of us, it's very hard to get over it. And by the way, yeah, I know we need to talk about the chart too. We completely disabled this demand zone here, so this is not valid anymore. Okay, it's over. It's done. Right now, I am actually looking for displacement higher. It would be great to see displacement higher and to look for some sort of a zone which is valid. But at this point, there's no valid zone here. Actually, there might be one. Okay, this is on the 2 minute. I rarely take a trade going for a 2 minute zone, but right there, that's a 2 minute supply zone. Okay, it's valid. Not the best one. I've seen better, but that's a valid zone. I'm not saying we're going there, okay? Just because I see a zone, I'm not saying we're going there. But yeah, 945.75, 945.75. But if what's the distance here? 24 points may be good for scalping. If there would be, I mean, we had the structure shift here, and there's a fair value gap on the 1 minute. Okay, right here. There's a fair value gap. Once we get a displacement higher than this gap, it might be not such a such a bad idea to jump into a trade. How about that? I'm gonna switch to a different account, maybe just for an eval. And I might try to take it. I just need to see which one is it gonna be. Okay. All right. I jumped in on a different account. This is not a funded account. This is only an evaluation account. Super aggressive trade. Just because we closed higher, I'm expecting a pullback into the gap to pick up some orders. But overall, I'd like to see 945, right? 945. Why not? Let's get it. 945, 945. It's only a 1-to-1 trade. Actually lower than 1-to-1. Okay, I need to move my stop a little bit. Okay. If we get lower than 13, then obviously this whole thing was just a fake out, and I will be looking for Asia low after that. Yeah, Asia lows could be still a good target. It's not ICT certified, MSG UFO. It's not ICT certified. It's just what it is. It's a gap. That's it. Yeah. I hope I didn't offend anyone, by the way, from my with my little speech earlier. I really didn't want it to step into anyone's opinion or argue with anyone. All right. Was long. NQ got taken out by the wick. Now back in. It's a risky trade, by the way, just saying. So there's a liquidity void down there just around my stop. Unfortunately, I think it could be repricing that. It's very close. Look at that. I think it's gonna take out my trade. Even if it just wicks down into 912 or 11, I can still see that level playing out later, but it's gonna take out my trade. Unfortunately, this is only an eval, so I'm not worried about this. But yeah, on the 1 minute there's a void. And liquidity voids are meant to be repriced at least with a wick. So it's right at my stop loss. There you go. And this is it right here. Now it's repriced it. Could be a good entry though, if you want to go long. Could be a good entry. What was that level? 944 up there. Yeah. Also, but I'm not sure now. I trade in the demo for service fake. Oh, I'm seeing. I see. Oh, look at that. Are we gonna break this level? I think we could. I think it wants to go lower. What do you guys think? Is it gonna break the lows here? Feels like it might want to go for Asia low. You know, it went through that level. Could be turning around though. Not sure. I mean, Asia low is not that far, for sure. It's not far. No entry, yeah. They're kind of bearish. Oh, look at this push. Interesting price action here. Good morning, the good fellow. Hello. Alright, good. Yeah, maybe Asia low. Maybe Asia low. Interesting how it didn't actually go lower. I'm not saying it won't, but it was so close to that level. It was very close. Mm. Well, we're just hovering here. It can also turn around here and just go higher. Easily. Easy peasy, you know? Look at this. Can turn around. Picked up a bottom tick yesterday. Nice. Look at this reversal here. It's quite interesting. I wonder if it's if it's gonna push higher or not. Practically repriced this revenue gap here on this drop. I don't know. Yeah, we have to wait for now. That's for sure. That's the only logical thing we can do. Just wait a little bit. I mean, we have this gap at 29. No, it's 19. We have the same gap up there at 23. What's the mid level here? 23. Yeah, who knows? Might go up. We can get these lines off. We don't need it anymore. We have this gap. So let's wait for more price action. But so far, we're just practically back into this range. 23, then down to Asia low. Could be. 900 yesterday is 50% too. Oh. We might just have to wait until the pre-market open at this point. Yeah. Not much here. Market is unplugged officially. $973. Oh, we shall see, I guess. We shall see. We shall see. 15-second chart. This is the 15-second chart here. This here is the 15-second chart. Lucid Trading 50% off 2 per user at the moment. I think they have some promo. Hold on, I have to check it. Let me see. There is something. Yeah, 50% off any evaluation account, 2 per trader. So if you guys want to get some real cheap Lucid accounts, it's 50% off right now. Use the code TOMSABO to support the channel. Thank you. But it's, yeah, a 50% off 2 users per trader. That's really good. I think I'm going to grab one too. Actually, 2. I'm going to grab 2. That's a really good discount, everyone, with Lucid Trading. 50% off is a really good one right now with them. Yeah, and you can stay like this until the 4 a.m. pre-market open. Who knows? Or it can drop. Yeah, it's hands off for now. Patrick, hello, good morning. What's up? Yeah, MyFundedFutures take notes. 25k flex, 50 is for existing users. I mean, yeah, that would be a good promo. I think it's only for new users right now. Yeah, that's very cheap. So guys, I totally forgot to update on this one, but if you want to grab a really quote unquote cheap, because it's cheap, account with Lucid Trading, then 50% off. I'm actually going to update this in Streamlabs. Where is the Lucid promo? Yeah, 50% off. Yeah, it's in there. 40 50 right now, 50% off for 2. Yeah, for 2 users. That's a really good price. That's a really good price. What these people are doing is creating a meme coin like Hawk to a girl to dump it on their followers. So funny on socials. There are always 2 sides of, oh, I didn't read that. Okay, I be jealousy because of ROI is good and other one's gonna. I didn't follow you earlier there, Kwang. Is it about a crypto coin, some meme coin or something? I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to my. Why couldn't you be able? So, oh, it's 4 a.m. at your time. Well, oh, I mean, oh, so in your time, it's going to be 4 a.m. Okay, okay. Well, don't worry about it because I'm still here in London and early New York. So I'm going to be here. Oh, you should be asleep. Guys, you need to sleep. Yeah, in your time. Sorry, you guys in New York. You guys need to sleep. I mean, I'm super glad to have you here, but you guys need to get some sleep. You need to get that sleep. Thank you for the likes. I'm seeing 113 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate it very, very much. And we are almost at 8,700 subs, which is amazing. Thank you. Almost at 8,700. 5 more to go. Enjoy today London instead of getting bounced around later. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, look at that. Going higher. Now, this could be a possible second chance that we run up to that 45. Should I give a second chance to this evaluation account? Should I give a second chance to this trade? Hashtag for the stream. Do we want to go for 10 points here? Let's go for 10 points. How about that? Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit heavier. It's only an eval anyways. Let's make it heavier. 6 micro. And I'm going to put my TP right there. So it's 945.75. Let's go with 945. And I'm going to give a little bit more room for this trade. It's the same evaluation account that I took the loss earlier. In this case, I'm kind of looking for the 2-minute supply zone to be tagged. Ready for a pullback, but not too much, I hope, and it's going to go up finally. So let's see. No, these are micros. 6 micro. That's the only zone up there. I was hoping that the market will go higher to the 25k according to the bias, my bias, and I was like, okay, if I would see a zone, supply zone along the way here on any of these lower time frames, then maybe I could scalp it. So I did see it on the 2-minute, and I was like, okay, let's try it. It's right there. It's very close, actually. The problem is, yeah, my stop is down there, but it should be. The risk to reward ratio is negative. I know it is. Oh, heads and tails. We could do that too, by the way. A heads and tails trading session. Hey, Mirovsky, what's up? Well, nothing much. I tried to give one more chance to this level at 945. It seems like it's having a hard time. This is an evaluation account. I had a really nice trade earlier on a funded account on a short down into this demand zone. That was a nice one. But this one is only like trying to scalp on an eval, nothing more. Drop trader, no giveaway today. Next week there's gonna be take profit trader giveaway, and we're gonna have MyFundedFutures giveaway as well. So stay tuned. Next week there's definitely gonna be giveaways because we got the accounts. So, but I'm not able to do it today. So we're going to have TPT, MyFundedFutures, and I will try to ask for Funded Futures Network. Maybe they can help us out with a few codes, you know. Who knows, all right? I will try to ask them. Maybe they can do that for us. And of course, I will try to ask everyone. I know that TRADEIFY told me that if you guys would use the TOMSABO code just a little bit more for a couple of sales, they would give us codes. They gave us codes once already, and they said if they see some numbers, they will give some codes. I was like, okay. So if you guys want to have some TRADEIFY accounts, make sure to use the code TOMSABO, and we will have more giveaways with them as well. What a crazy price action. 5 more minutes to go. I can imagine price dropping down here. Maybe my stop is not at the right place. I want to give more room to this trade because I feel like it will drop down and reprice that 1 minute gap. That's also a 2 minute gap as well, you see? Or I can do something different. I can go super heavy, super heavy, adding like 1 or 2 more micros, you know. And that would be it for this account for the day. Go back down, says Eric. Yeah, it could. It could. Yeah, load the fish. That's the thing here. Three minutes to go. All I can hope is that we can have enough volume to tag the 45, and then we're okay with that. Still bullish unless 24,905 breaks clean. Yeah. Let's just wait. Hey Albert, tell me, if I buy Apex accounts now, I should pass those accounts by 24 to get the discount price. Yes. So until 24th, and on the next day, I mean, yeah, I think you can pay the discount, yeah, activation fee, I think, for a couple of more days. But yeah, you gotta pass it until the end of 24th. Yes. So yeah, until then, I mean, after that, sorry, it's gonna go back to the normal fee. Unfortunately, I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why they don't have a system that those accounts could still get the promo activation fee after that. But it is what it is, Albert. I'm also gonna try to, smash a few more Apex accounts. Let's see. Yeah, next Monday, Tuesday, I will try to smash a few more Apex accounts with the discount. Okay, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and here we go. Pre-market open. It's not looking that good right now. I think it will be repricing that gap lower. Let's see how Nvidia looks. Nvidia is a little bit higher, a little bit slow here. Okay, Tesla is higher. Meta is actually higher. The thing is, I don't know. I think it wants to pick up liquidity from this gap. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all. Ladies and gents, the thing is, I'd like to wait for this one, but I have to get to an appointment, and then I have to go to the gym to be able to get back to the early New York session. So it's a very busy day. So I don't care. I leave this trade on, whatever. Maybe I'm going to put my stop just a little bit lower in case it reprices the gap. So I'm going to put it down to like 20-ish. I'm just going to say thank you so much for watching. This was a really good session. We had a nice trade on the funded. And I'll be back for the early New York session and MyFunded TV later. If you would still like to support the channel, which I would be very, very grateful for and appreciate, then please use the code TOMSABO. Lucid has a 50% discount right now for 2 users per person on any evaluation account. You can use TRADEIFY, MyFundedFutures, Flex, Rapid, and Pro account. I think the Rapid and Pro are still going on, so check it out. Buy one, get one for free at Funded Futures Network. Apex down 90%, Bulenox is off 89%. And we have some other sales as well, so check it out. The code is the same up there. I appreciate without the affiliate commission, it would be definitely more difficult for me to be here. So thank you for all the support. I hope I didn't say anything bad to anyone. You guys are amazing. And thank you again for everybody. And God bless you all. And I don't know. Let me see when are they stopping with. They're going to stop on the 4th of March. But it's only 2 users per person. Then it goes back to 40%. So thank you, everybody. God bless you all. And hey, thank you so much, Kwang, and see you guys later. All right, cheers.